ninth graders were given the opportunity to give a speech of their choice. This morning I wanted to speak about a life lesson that I have strongly learned in the past few years. As most of you have probably already figured out, life has its challenges. No matter where you go, obstacles await you. It's how you react to those situations that really matters. People use strong, valuable traits to help them get through those hard challenges in life. I strongly believe that to get through life's difficulties, one of the most important traits a person can develop is perseverance. Ironically, the situations that are the hardest change you and build additional strong qualities in you that are extremely important. Perseverance is very important because, after all, life has its challenges. It is a trait that every person needs for success. Not everyone gets through tough situations with one attempt because no one is perfect. However, by accepting the fact that life is not perfect and persevering through the challenges, you can eventually achieve success. I do believe perseverance is developed, not inherited. But what keeps a child determined to stand back up and walk? I'm sure each and every one of us has fallen and failed 1,000 times during this learning experience. Doesn't this tell us that we have a natural ability to persevere? As you go through life and experience situations, your character grows and develops with you. It's how we respond to the adversity that develops perseverance in us. People who respond in a negative way tend to not develop that determined trait. Those who choose to look at tough situations in positive ways do tend to develop that strong, compelling personality trait. Although you may have the ability to persevere, whether or not you use that talent is key. I have heard many stories of people's life-changing situations. I myself have had to face very unusual circumstances. When I was 7, the Pompa family adopted my twin brother and I after my parents died. Growing up with people I was not as close to was a huge challenge for me. I had a hard time adjusting to a completely different family and an extremely different atmosphere. The way I used to live was very different from the way my new family lived. I was no longer allowed to overdose on Halloween candy, which I think I miss the most. I was going to church a lot more, and I'm more than thankful that my parents did send me because I gained a very powerful faith and hope in our situation. I didn't quite understand why such circumstances would ever happen to me. Why did I have to go through it? Why did I have to deal with moving into a new family and making new friends? I didn't want to at all. I didn't want new parents, and I definitely did not want new siblings. I had a twin brother that bothered me enough. From the very beginning, in every aspect, my parents also struggled. Everything changed for each and every one of us. It not only affected my own life, but every single person around me. This is where my family and I had to make a choice. We had to make a choice on how we were going to respond in our situation. Despite what came our way, we had to persevere. I learned this by watching my parents respond to the new life challenges they faced. The stress of a newly blended family and multiple other challenges that we had to face was where I watched my parents choose to look at our circumstances in a positive way, no matter what obstacles came up. They persevered by choosing to focus on the good in the situation. They reminded my brothers and I that we'd been brought together as a family and that everything was going to work out for good. Romans 8:28 says, God works all things out for good for those who love him and are called according to his purpose. This has created the powerful trait of perseverance in me. If you have faith that all things will work out for good, you will continue to hold on despite the circumstances. Although it's difficult, I began to really appreciate my life. This is why perseverance is so important in life. Why challenges in life are also important. Because these hardships develop the most valuable traits in us. To get through life's challenges, we must persevere because life has its plan. Even though I've gone through some tough situations, I know it's all going to be for the best. I now have inspiring parents that love me, brothers that I love more than anything, and so many other amazing blessings. We all face adversity, but how we choose to react is what really matters. And that is how we can develop what I strongly believe is one of the most valuable traits